What's up, guys? It's Priets coming back to you with a brand new Binding of Isaac video. Today, we are back with the Eden streak, going for win number 30 in a row, which means we are 1 month into the Eden streak, which is a quarter of the way to where we were last time, which is insane. But without further ado, let's get right into the game, get some video games, make going, and have a good time. And yes, I did not upload videos again yesterday. I've just been feeling really weird. For like the past couple weeks, I've just been feeling gross. This morning, I was just extremely tired. Like, my throat just kind of feels weird. I just kind of feel weird. But we do start with actually crazy good stats. Our damage is insane. And we get to start with Delirious, I think is what it's called. So every 12 rooms, we can spawn a Delirium boss, which absolutely wrecks house and I think is invincible. I don't think Delirium bosses can die. Maybe they just have high, like, really high health. I don't know how it works. But it's actually a pretty good item. Probably will get traded away at some point. We'll just have to see. But yeah, I don't know what's been up. I haven't really been feeling too good lately. I don't know if it's like I maybe just wasn't getting enough sleep or whatever. So I just like slept in, kind of like didn't do too much last night. I was just extremely tired. So sorry about that. I'm trying to be as consistent as I can be, but I know that I'm just trying to, you know, my health and well-being is more important than anything. So if I don't feel like uploading one day, I'm not going to upload. I'm not going to force myself to upload. Never going to force myself to do anything. Don't need to. But yeah, we were kind of just like hanging out last night, watching stuff with my family, or I was like watching Harry Potter with my family since we've been doing the Harry Potter movie marathon, and eating dinner. And so we were just like hanging out for a long time. And we were also, it was the worst experience of my life. We were, having these like cocktails, which I am 22 of legal age to drink. So we were having these cocktails that were supposed to be chocolate martinis, which a martini is a vodka drink, and a chocolate martini just has like chocolate liqueur and you use like vanilla vodka. Anyways, we were having this, but the first sip, we all took a sip and we all just looked at each other because it tasted like burnt hair. It was like the worst tasting thing any of us had ever really drank, and we were just like, this is awful. So a couple of us went back for second sips, and it was just like horrendous. It was really bad. It turns out the Irish cream we had, which we thought was Bailey's Irish cream, which is like the well-known one, was some weird Irish cream called O'Reilly's, and I feel like it was actually like motor fuel. And lots of people will be mad if I don't take Able. I know, I probably should have re-rolled that, but people love Able. And it was horrendous. It was really bad. I don't even know how to explain, like, in better words how bad it was. It was just a bad time. So we all poured it out, and so then we were using these peppermint shot glasses. I think I talked about it the other day. My grandma, for some reason, really wanted, just because she liked the idea of the peppermint shot glasses she wanted to put something like hot chocolate in it, and I wanted not hot chocolate in it. I mean, I didn't want my parents were like, it's a shot glass, let's have little cocktails in it. And so it was interesting. Oh, and this is Diplo. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the reason why I'm stupid and was like, oh, this is Diplo, is because I forgot that I was like, it's an active item. So that means we're not going to take Delirious with us, because Delirious is decent. I know, it's fine. But I would rather have Diplo for maybe like a devil deal or something. So I will go in the devil deal. We'll see how that turns out. And let's see how this goes. But yeah, it was a interesting time. It was very nasty. And so my parents and my brother like went out today, went to some wineries, and I just wasn't feeling it. I was going to stream and stuff today. That's the main reason I stayed home. But then I was like, oh gosh, I just can't. I couldn't get out of bed. I just was really tired. I didn't end up getting out of bed until about 4 p.m. Like, I was up and just like on my phone, but I was just like laying there trying just to feel better. I was really just not feeling too good. And so I don't know if you guys I don't know if it's like you guys have this when you get sick, but like my mouth just tastes kind of bad. I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth 2 times a day. I use mouthwash. I like use hydrogen peroxide to try to get my teeth to be whiter. I use all of it. I'm like, my dental care is actually really good. So my mouth doesn't taste bad because like I'm not brushing my teeth. I am brushing my teeth. I brush my teeth 4,000 million times in the past 2 years. But yeah, I don't know why. It's just like I feel like whenever I get sick, there's just like a weird. It's not a bad taste. It's like a weird taste in my mouth. So that's kind of like I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't have chills or anything, but like my body heat just doesn't feel right. I don't feel like super gross. So I know COVID's going around like crazy, and I don't leave the house. I don't know how I'd have COVID, but my mom works, and so she's a nurse. She doesn't work in like in an emergency department or anything, but who knows? my immune system is probably really, really bad since I literally don't leave my house ever. So I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, like, my mom, who probably has a better immune system, or like, was somehow transferred it to me. Because I probably have the worst immune system. Like, my brother and I probably have the worst immune system in the house. We don't do much outside the house. Actually, he works at places and does dog sitting, so he probably has a better immune system than I do. And so, yeah, I feel like maybe I just have a little bit of the Omicron, which the Omicron is said to be a lot, like, not as bad, like, not as severe as any of the other ones. And I did go get my booster only a few weeks ago. So, I mean, I don't feel super gross, but I definitely feel slightly sick. I know I was sick like 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was just like a week ago. But I think this is just the same thing. I think it's just in my system, and I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's a new sick. I don't know. I kind of do get sick a lot, but at the same time, I don't get sick a lot. It's weird. It's just one of those things where I feel like I get like minor sicknesses, like a decent amount, but I usually just don't really do much about them, mainly because usually I'm like, it's just like the summer or it's like winter break, and there's no reason to. It's not like I have to miss out on anything because I'm sick. Maybe I just didn't realize as much. But now that I'm doing like all this content stuff and trying to be consistent, if I'm not feeling good, that means like I'm just not going to upload content. And I always I make my content for the next day, the night before, or like the day before at some point. And so that's why I need to fix my schedule. Really, I really do. Because it would be so much better if I had a reserve of videos ready, at least for edited videos. I think I should probably start editing videos and editing like stream highlights. So I have like 5 of them ready to go. That way I don't have to stress out about editing. But still, I feel like if I don't feel good, I can still edit. That's what like my issue like kind of is. Like if I don't feel good, I can still edit. I just can't record the Eden streak, but I don't want to have a reserve of Eden streaks because I like recording them the day before. Because I mean, I like you guys watching this and kind of having an insight of my life day to day, kind of. I mean, this is like you guys get to watch me play and you guys get to see insight. So I feel like recording this like 5 days beforehand and like having a big reserve, it's just you guys won't hear my views on something that happened in the stream, or you guys won't like. It's just gonna be. I don't think you guys really care that much, but to me, I feel like it would just be kind of a weird experience. It would be like less genuine because my reactions to anything are so much late. It's not like I react to anything, I guess, but I don't know. It would just be kind of weird. So the other issue is when I don't feel good, I don't edit. Even though I could edit when I don't feel good. Or even if I could, I don't even know what words I'm trying to say. Yeah, even if I could edit, I just don't. And we do get Le Megaton, which is interesting. I would just Diplo in here to get Bookworm, but neither of these are that good. Le Megaton is pretty fun, but that's one of those active items I would give away pretty quickly, so I'm not going to take it. But I will go and venture yonder. I'm going to go fight the boss. We're going to go kind of quick today. I feel like going quick is always a good idea. Because quick gameplay is decent. Like, long gameplay that's really methodic is decent. It's all good. It's all good stuff. But I feel like I need to really improve my skill. You know, I feel like I'm not the person who goes for game breaks every single run, which I could start doing, like, more trying to, like, really, really min-max and everything. But some runs just, you can't. So I kind of just like having these runs. I like just making them kind of, like, fun, easy, just kind of talking and rambling. Somebody was saying that they like my rambles. I'm glad. I know I get really off topic. I will start talking about something, and then we'll get off topic, and we'll never go back and finish my thought. That's because I just can't remember what my thought was. This is a lot of bone hearts, and I might as well take the dog food in here so that I have 3 hearts of health. And this is literally like the worst item that could have been in here. I don't want missing page. I could have taken it because it would have been a decent, like it would have given me a black heart health, but don't need it. Next floor. But yeah, so I do want to say I will be I'm going to be announcing and just saying on my community post soon. I just want to like draw some like artwork for it. But the 12-hour stream is going to be this upcoming Saturday, so a week from today, the day I'm recording this next Saturday, so in about 6 days. The plan is it's going to start at 10 a.m. Eastern time zone. It's either going to start 10 a.m. Eastern time zone or it's going to start 12 p.m. So it's either going to be 12 to 12 or 10 to 10. And it's pretty much, it's going to be a good time. Why did that, I didn't think that was going to fly all the way up to the corner. I thought it was going to land about like right here. I knew I was still not safe, but that thing just kept flying. But it's going to be a day full of fun stuff. Lots of people said a bunch of things in the community post. and said what they wanted to happen during the 12-hour stream or for the 20K goal. And so we are going to do, there is going to be an Isaac cosplay. So I think the whole stream is going to start off with me getting the Isaac cosplay ready. You know, it's less of a cosplay and just more of a funny time. I'm not trying to seriously cosplay. It's supposed to be kind of a meme. Later in the stream, probably around hour 6 or 8, I'm going to do a in-depth Tainted Eve makeup tutorial. Just so you guys know, it's going to be great. I also ordered a wig for it. Everything I ordered was very cheap. It's going to look very, very awful, but that's kind of the funny part. I didn't want to, like, I'm not going to spend a bunch of money to try to look like, to try to make actual good cosplay. And so I think you guys are going to like it. It's going to be very, I feel like it's going to be an interesting time. I'm just going to be playing Isaac, probably switching between some games. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll play some stuff with the viewers. I kind of want to play Among Us. I know Among Us is kind of dead. Not really dead, but lots of people are always talking about playing Among Us, and so that might just happen. Now, if we do like play Among Us during a 12-hour stream, or any stream, it's probably going to be members who get to play. I mean, members are first come, first serve. But then it would probably just be anybody. So I'm not saying for people to become members, but just be warned that it could be one of those members only thing. And I feel like I'm just going to buy this. I wanted to buy more, but Deep Pockets is really good. My loyal viewers who always wants me to know how to play the game correctly tell me that anytime, like, Deep Pockets pays you back in full very quickly. Anytime a room does not have a drop, it will drop 3 coins instead of not dropping anything. So you get paid back in 5 rooms, so you might as well do it. So we might get 3 coins here, and so you might see exactly why it's good. Okay, nope, just a bomb. But yeah, I'm very excited for the stream. It's going to be a fun time. I feel kind of weird because I don't know why. It's like doing like the 12-hour stream's like not a big deal at all. But I just needed to order the stuff. So it's kind of weird that now we're about to hit like 22,000 subscribers. I'm just now doing the 20K sub goal. But it's not like this is a 20K celebration. This is just the sub goal was to do a 12-hour stream. So this is me finally like doing a 12-hour stream. And so hopefully it goes well. I'm very excited. I don't exactly know. I don't have like an entire plan of what's going to happen. I just have like some like rough things, like rough ideas of what I'm going to do. But it's going to be a good time. I might figure out like a good like list of games to play so I can switch between stuff. Might do some like Gunfire Reborn or whatever that game's called. Maybe some Jump Night. Probably just play a bunch of different roguelikes. Ooh, maybe it's like start a Darkest Dungeon little thing. That could be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I like doing stuff. I like doing stuff that is more interactive. It is hard to like record with viewers. It really is because one, I'm somebody who is very much like I like having quality. So like as you can see, like I have a good quality camera, a good quality mic. I want everything that I have to be good quality, and that kind of. I mean, like people having bad mics is not an issue. But it does affect the recording quality. Also, I can't record. I mean, that doesn't really matter. I would record with my friends who have bad mics. That's kind of just a cop-out answer or a cop-out excuse. It's really just I don't know what people are going to say. I don't know how the interaction is. I'm an awkward person, and so I don't interact that well with just random people because, like, you kind of have to have some sort of you have to be, like, pretty, like, charismatic to be able to interact with anybody pretty naturally. So that's, like, just my concern. It's not because I think it's the viewers who are going to, like, make it weird. I feel like I'm going to make it weird. You guys might think, oh, you're so charismatic and awesome and handsome. That's just a facade. I'm sorry I tricked you guys. And what the heck? I've never had this many bone hearts in a run before. Okay, range up. Bad trip. I found pills. So if you guys didn't know, the gold pill only gives you pill effects that aren't in the pill pool for this run. So we got nothing really too good, but honestly, that wasn't the worst. I don't know why, but did they nerf gold pills? Because I swear gold pills only work like 3 to 5 times now. I used to be able to pop them like infinitely, and I miss those days. I could have also diploed just the gold pill and been like an absolute loser. Or I could have done a lot in that room. Gotten a lot of bone hearts. It would be beautiful. I'm glad I don't have Curse the Tower anymore. That was like actually not the best thing ever. And look at that. That right there was Deep Pockets paying out. But yeah, so far this run's pretty decent. Akaldami is honestly one of my favorite items. It's probably an S. I would say it's an S tier defensive item, and then like a solid A tier overall item. Just because early on in the run, it is such crazy damage. So like worms, anything that does contact damage to you, gets destroyed by Akaldamia. Things like can't get close to you if you're playing smart. So I actually love the item a lot. One of my top favorites. I guess that honestly, I might even just put it A tier, like S tier overall. But it can't win you every run, so I feel like A tier is better. But for defensive items, definitely an S tier defensive item. I would say that offensive items are pretty much, I think like offensive items are better overall in the game because that's what's going to win you runs. So anything that's S tier and offensive is S tier overall. Anything that's S tier and defensive is probably going to be not S tier overall. Like Mask of Infamy, that's like a really good item that will actually save you runs, especially as lost and stuff, because it will make it so you don't get hit. Sometimes you'll be able to like not die, which is really cool. So, yeah. I would say that there's some good defensive items. I don't know. I feel like I need to remake my tier list. My tier list was so like kind of crazy and weird. I might do the tier list during the 12-hour stream. Just kind of speed run it, because a tier list takes way too long. Like way too long to do. It will literally take 5 hours if I try to do it. If I try to explain every single item, it's gonna be a pain. It takes way too long. I started doing a tier list with BDOMP, and I think we did it for about 4 hours, and I think we got to Afterbirth Plus items and stopped for like the day, just because it was late. It was already like pretty late. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. Who knows what's gonna happen? I never know. I never have a solid plan. I like to just do what I want to do. Go with the flow. And does this open up? It does open up a trap door. That's good. Or a crawl space. Ooh. Ooh, there could be some crazy stuff in here. Okay, I don't want any of this, and there's not a reroll. That's too bad. Now, one thing I could have done here is I could have diploed, but I don't think any of this is worth diploing. I do love compost, but I'm trying to get like double brimstone, double sacred heart. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a choice of Godhead and Sacred Heart and be able to get Godhead, Sacred Heart, and like double up on one of them. I'm pretty sure. I know Godhead doesn't stack. I'm pretty sure there's nothing that really stacks with Sacred Heart other than an HP up, and I think it still gives you some damage. I don't think it's no damage up, because I think Sacred Heart is like 1 plus, like maybe not 1 plus, but something times damage, because it doesn't exactly double your damage, which is a little interesting. Because it is a 2.3 damage up, but it doesn't give 2.3 damage to every single item that you, or to all the damage. Dang, these worms have some range, and it feels like there's an eyelash in my eye. If I blink rapidly enough, maybe I will get it out. There we go. Yeah, I have been playing Gunfire Reborn a decent amount recently, and I will say it's a pretty fun game. I would not exactly recommend it yet. So far, it just seems kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just really not that good at the game, but it seems kind of stale. There's not too much in it. Like it feels kind of like a Risk of Rain-esque game, but doesn't really have items like Risk of Rain. It doesn't exactly function the same. The way the game works is that you have weapons, you have scrolls, and then you have upgrades. And so every single character in the game has different types of upgrades, and I only have 2 characters, so that might be why it's a little stale. But the weapons you unlock pretty slowly, so you don't have like too many options of what kind of weapons you can get early on. But I don't know, it's pretty weird. The dodge, there's not really good dodging mechanics in the game. I don't like how the dash is like has a weird kind of cooldown. There's a lot of weirdness. But honestly, not the best item. I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna guarantee myself. I'm just gonna guarantee devil deals, you know? Why not? We can do devil deals on this run. And Too Spooky for me is not my favorite item. We will be taking Whore of Babylon, and we'll go to the next floor. I know holding on to Diplo this long is not the best idea, but if we're going for devil deals, there is a chance that we could get like double brimstone, or we could just get something crazy. And so I always live for the crazier stuff we can get. Yeah, the Gunfire Reborn game is interesting. I've only gotten to the 3rd boss in the game, and the 3rd boss made no sense. I was standing in the 3rd boss fight for about not 15 minutes, probably about 3 minutes before I realized what I was supposed to do. It kind of is spoilers, so if you care about spoilers, I don't know, cover your ears for like 4 seconds. But it's a big pirate ship with cannons. I didn't know that you're supposed to shoot the cannons, so I was in the boss fight just standing there without being able to do any damage. It doesn't really, like, it doesn't make sense what you're supposed to do. I guess it kind of makes sense. It's kind of intuitive, but at the same time, it's not intuitive. I don't know. It was whack. It was very whack. And so I ended up dying. I just got absolutely destroyed. But I don't know if, like, I don't exactly understand, like, how to, like, use weapons. Do you grab a weapon and try to upgrade it throughout the entire run? Do you take a weapon and keep on, like, do you want to keep switching out weapons and not really spend your money? I don't know. Because I'm somebody who, like, I spend my money kind of a lot in the game. I always want to make sure that I buy as many upgrades I can for the guns I have. I really like the Rottweiler guy just because the Rottweiler guy. I think the first character is better, but I love Rotties. Rotties are my besties. Wow, I really thought that was going to be a secret room. Maybe this is the secret room. Hey, okay. That's not going to hit the secret room even if there was a secret room. Okay. And here we go. Sack, nothing. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. It's a fun game. I feel like it's kind of fun. I feel like it's kind of like Risk of Rain, but Risk of Rain's a better game. But it has been like it's kind of on. I think it's on the trending list right now. Like it is kind of popular. I don't. Maybe there's a lot more that I've not gotten to yet. Because if I were to play Risk of Rain and I were to like lose all my runs and never get to like the final areas and get really OP, it wouldn't be fun. So I understand that. So maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe I just haven't figured out like a really good build. I try to just build like one sort of element and just do like a full fire build, full corrosion build or something and see how that goes. But it's an interesting game. I want to get better at it, but who knows if I will ever get better at it. I just like playing it in my free time. It's the only game right now that I have that I want to play in my free time. It used to be Slay the Spire that I used to play a lot in my free time. I still play it every once in a while, but Slay the Spire, I don't know. There's something about Slay the Spire that I'm just not good at it. I'm really not that good. I like taking risks and going for every single elite possible, and that usually kicks me in the butt and I die early. But then some runs are really good, but then I still like go for every elite in the end and then I still die. I just like getting, I don't know. I just take too many risks. And so I'm not good enough at the game to take those risks. So it's rough. Okay, I was going to say, please don't give me Steam Sale because I'd be tempted to Diplo it. But it would be a bad item to Diplo. I'd say use... I never think it's a good idea to waste your Diplo on something like Steam Sale. Something that's only going to affect you for a certain number of floors because... Yeah, I mean, that's only going to affect you for one more floor after this point. Or affect me, I guess. So... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to Diplo. If I get something crazy in the Devil Deal, I'll definitely Diplo it. But I always seem to Diplo the wrong items. Like, I think I Diploed Eye of Belial one time, and I'm losing way too much health. This is my issue. At a certain point, I just don't care about losing health in a run. I kind of just am playing because, I don't know, I like runs that are OP, and I like runs that are easy. But some runs just make, I don't know. This run has been kind of boring so far. We haven't gotten a single damage up yet. We have gotten some tier rate ups, but if you don't get damage ups for the first few floors, it's pretty painful. I probably should not have picked up Able and re-rolled it a couple times, but it is what it is. And look at this. This is the strat. We used to use Acaldamia, which I don't even know what Acaldamia is. I know it's probably like a medical term because that's what everything in this game is. Now I'm interested. I want to know what it is. There we go. We only got 2 coins right there. I don't know why. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to play, like, I like playing new games. I like experiencing new stuff. I always feel like there's going to be, like, that game that I play one day, and it's just going to be, like, perfect in my, like, to me. I'm going to love it. I've still just not found that game. Like, Isaac, I will say, is probably the closest thing to what I'm, describing. Like, a game that I can just play nonstop and never really get too tired of it. But I'm still just looking. I feel like there's going to be a perfect game one day. Like, I really like the idea of, like, MMOs, but MMOs are just way too grindy a lot of times. They're really like unbalanced. They are something you have to get into early to enjoy. And so that's why I played New World a lot when it came out. Because New World was just, it's like, hey, this is an MMO that I can get into early enough to where like I can play as like new updates are coming out. Like you have to be like level 60 as soon for like the stuff that the new update has. And so I want to be like max level. I want to have like good stuff. I want to be like on the wave, but the game just flopped. I played 200 hours of it and the game just absolutely flopped. It was pretty sad. What the heck? We are getting kind of garbage tier items, but we did start with good stats. So if we didn't start with 4 damage, we would be in a bad spot. Okay. I already did everything else on this floor that I really could. I'm just going to go into the curse room. I feel like that's a smart idea. And we do get... Okay, that's actually pretty dang good. I do like Black Rune. Black Rune absorbs any items and turns it into stats. So it kind of works like Abyss works, where it can absorb active items. But... And I do mean Abyss, not Void. But it does give you stat ups for sucking up active items. So maybe I Diplo in a big room and Black Rune it and get all the free stats. I guess there are a lot of ways to get free stats in this game that I could be using. Okay. I wish Akaldamia blocked some tiers. And let me actually just use bombs. I'm stupid. Bombs are very OP and do a lot of damage. Who would have thought that? Nice. Okay, please give us a Devil Deal with a 33% chance. Thank you. That's actually awesome. And please be good. Does Bloody Gust stack is the question. You know what? I'm just going to use Diplo here. I'm going to get Bloody Gust because I do want like something that can like increase our quality of life. And I'm just going to leave. I don't want to actually pay my health for that. So in the future, we could get some good items. But I feel like keep holding on to Diplo for too long is not good. I think it is actually kind of bad. So we're just going to grab this. That way, if we do take... I could have used health to get it. But I don't like having low red heart health. And honestly, Purgatory is fun. It does good damage. But it's just you actually have to do a lot to do it. To use it. It's not as good as Hungry Soul. I do like how they did make it so there are some items that are both in the Angel Deal and the Devil Deal. I think it's pretty cool. Like Purgatory, Hungry Soul's not in both, but Purgatory is. I think Purgatory is the only one that's in both. Which is, I think it's interesting. It's an interesting idea. I think it's neat. I kind of wish I went for Angel Deals, but I don't know. I don't know. I've just been getting bad deals all to like way too much recently. So I don't even care what deals I go for because I know that no matter what, I'll get good items or I'll get bad items. It doesn't matter where I go. Maybe some good stuff will happen. I'm just going to use the stupid Purgatory. But dang, we have a lot of money. I should probably try to go crazy in this next shop. If possible. And did we ever find the last secret room? I don't know how we didn't find a secret room last floor. I feel like I bombed everywhere I possibly could. You know what? I'm probably just going to bomb this. Nice. That extra 2% chance could be the difference between us getting and not getting the Angel Deal. Or the Devil Deal. I feel like... I wonder if you get the Devil Deal at a 36% chance, are you guaranteed... Or like a 33% chance, are you guaranteed to get it at a 36% chance? Like if it's seated like that. I don't know how it works. You know what? I kind of wish we actually had Chaos... Or not Chaos Card. I wish we had... Ooh, okay, that was unfortunate. I did not see that I could not go up from where I... Actually, I could have gone up from where I was. What the heck? I could have sworn that was just a hole in the ground. Well, I'm mad. No bueno. Okay, why does it give a Steam sale? But there's no reroll machine. I hate this place. It's not that bad, but... I think I am going to try to get Blank Rune. If I Blank Rune in the boss rush, what happens? Do I have to fight? Do I not have to fight? I don't remember. I've done it before. I'm pretty sure. I think I don't have to fight if I Blank Rune in there. I guess it's 26 minutes, so I shouldn't be talking about boss rush. I don't know why. I always assume that I'm going so much faster than I am. I'm just like, yeah, it's not. It's only been like 5 minutes. No, I've been actually playing for almost 30, which is kind of insane to me. I don't know. Like, time flies by when I'm playing this game, so it's not like I have a bad time ever. It's just whenever there's multiple bad runs in a row, that's when I start having like dang. This is getting a little tiresome. There we go. Is ready for this? Most perfect bomb ever? Not the most perfect bomb ever. But please give us a Devil Deal on this floor. That way we get like 2 more Devil Deals before the run's over. I just want 2 more Devil Deals before the run's over. That's the reality. Seems like my parents just got home. But we're gaming right now. Okay, High Priestess. Yeah, we're just going to come in here. We do not need the full card. We don't need anything. And I am going to try to use the Purgatory as much as possible. Because Purgatory is actually a very solid item if you use it like crazy. And so, we'll just see how this goes. Okay, this should be an easy fight, though. I think that Akaldamia is pretty decent during this fight. I think it actually does do a lot. But I think it stops like being good after this fight. It's still good for the floors, but there's no bosses that really run at you. I guess there are in Room 1, but who knows what we're going to run into. Okay, I do want to damage up, so I think I'm going to take the negative. Okay, that was not my... I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to get hit again. The only thing that's bad about Akaldamia that I will say will make it like a slightly worse item is on later floors, kind of what it does more than kill enemies is knock them around weirdly, so it kind of messes up the movement. And so since it does mess up the movement a little bit, you could take some accidental damage because of it, which I do hate accidental damage. I've gotten hurt a few too many times because of Akaldamia now that I think about it. So it's still a really good item for first floors, but it can be a hindrance later on. And let's see. Let's grab this because the game just does not want to give me damage. I don't know what the deal is. I don't respect it. But we did get a little bit more damage here, but we do have to spend a heart, which is too bad. But now we can move on. And you know what? Like now that we have 7 damage, we are in like a much better spot actually. It's kind of crazy how much things can change with just getting a couple damage ups. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like the fact that they gave, I think negative just got a damage up in Repentance, if I'm not mistaken. I never knew what items did that well before Repentance, so. The damage up that you get from negative just makes it actually a viable thing to take. Because I think before, didn't the negative give you like more Blackheart damage or something? I don't remember what it did. I don't remember what it did. But all I know is I'm going to win this game. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty, like if I had to rank myself for how good I am compared to the average person, I would say I'm probably in like, I would say the top 1,000 Binding of Isaac players. I feel like that's a pretty safe assumption. Maybe I'm even not in the top 1,000. But whenever it comes to like the YouTube community, there's not many that would actually say that I'm better than. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people who have a lot of knowledge. I will say that if Kilvin is good at this game. He's an entertaining person, but he does have as many hours as me, and they're not as concentrated as mine. So I feel like in Repentance, at least, I'm better than Kilvin. But like overall, maybe he's probably like, I think we might actually be on the same level. If we have the same number of hours, I don't know. But there's not many people that I can like really say that I'm better than. I don't know. It's kind of weird to think. I feel like you guys watching me might think I'm pretty good. I don't know. I wonder like if other people were asked to like do an actual like list of who's the best Isaac players in the Isaac community, because I don't watch other people that often. Like who would they say? So I'd say that I'm pretty decent. I was also looking at the Sinvic, like I was looking at Reddit today. Just I wasn't like looking specifically at the Reddit, but I was scrolling through Reddit on my like just homepage, and I saw that people were complaining about Sinvicta not picking up Sulfur because he forgot he had backpack. And they're like, listen, he really cannot be doing this kind of stuff. Like, it's crazy. Yesterday, he didn't pick up a key. Today, he didn't pick up this. I'm like, first of all, if you're complaining about him picking up a key, you're kind of actually a loser. Because some people, like, you guys, I'm not trying to call anybody a loser. But whenever we're playing, or whenever, like, I'm playing at least, and I'm, like, talking, it's really hard to talk and play at the same time. Like, sometimes you're kind of just going on autopilot. Like, seriously, like, I don't remember if it was edited or, I think it was an edited clip. I was just talking to chat, or not clip, it was an edited episode, or video. I was talking to chat, and I literally could not remember a single thing that, like, I could not remember what happened in the Hush fight. I could not tell you, like, how long it took me, like, how I won. I could not tell you anything. I literally was just going on autopilot. And so that's the thing is, once you're, like, a decent enough player, is there's some times where you can just go on autopilot. And, like, right now, I'm kind of on autopilot. Like, am I paying attention to the game? Yeah. But I'm not, like, super focused on the game. I'm more focused on trying to, like, actually have, like, intellectual speak. I'm trying to actually sound like a smart person. Because if I'm focusing on the game too much, I can't speak that well. I'm not a good speaker. And so people who are like, wow, he missed, like, a key. Listen, I miss stuff all the time. I just pass stuff up because I'm like, yep, that's the thing on the ground. I noticed it. But for some reason, I just don't pick it up. But then with, like, the whole backpack thing, I 100% agree. Like, not agree. I 100% understand him not picking it up. Because the thing is, okay, I forgot that there's a spike there. I could not see. I'm stupid. But, I mean, you don't know when you, like, the only way that you know that you have backpack is, like, looking down at your passive items and realizing you have it. And, like, I know that you pick, like, you have to pick it up to, you have to actually just pick, you have to pick it up. Like, you have to touch it to, and you know that you picked it up at some point. Listen, I forget items I pick up all the time. I forget if I picked up an item today or 4 days ago. Like, everything just merges together for some reason, which sounds weird, but that it's true. It's just, like, how it works, my brain works. Okay, I hate these guys. For some reason, I forgot that he was going to come touch me in the middle. But, like, him forgetting that is such a moment that I can relate with. It's happened before where, like, I even forget that I have the Bible for, like, a fight. It's on my screen. I know I have it, but it's the autopilot. You go on autopilot and you completely forget. Like, it's not that you forget. It's just that you don't, like, you're on autopilot. Whenever you're on autopilot, you're not going to, like, make any plays. I'm not going to use an item. And some people are like, why did you not even touch the item? Like, I'd also, like, if I'm like, okay, well, I don't want this item, I'm not even going to touch it because I'm too lazy. Like, I'm just a lazy person. I'm just like, well, I don't want to touch it. I'm not going to get it. Could have gotten him, like, the Leviathan transformation, which I saw in the comments, but it's just, it's things that your brain just completely, forgets. Your brain just goes weird mode. Okay, that sucked. I was hoping that the stupid head would not shoot me, and I would have been able to have my bone heart, but no. This is too bad. I am not looking good on health, and I mean, right now, like, our stats aren't the worst. The more damage I take, the easier the floor gets, because we do get, like, crazy tier rate. But our stats just aren't that, like, crazy enough to really take us anywhere too good. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't take damage there. I hate taking damage from those eyes. I think those eyes are probably the thing that make me the most mad in this game. Just because some of the time, like, lots of the time, the damage you take from them is not, like, it's not easy to dodge. I mean, they're really weird. Sometimes it seems like they shoot slightly ahead of you. Sometimes they shoot, like, exactly where you were. So it's just a weird thing. And I will be taking, I think, telepathy for dummies. And you know what I will do? I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to black rune. Because black runing is really OP, and as you see, that got us a whole 1 damage up. And guys, damage, 1 extra damage is actually a very considerable amount of damage. Like, it's not like any little damage you get makes your life so much easier. Because especially when it comes to bosses have like 1500 health. If you have 1 more damage, you're going to have to shoot the boss. Like right now, if I want to do 1500 damage, I'm going to have to shoot a boss 200 times. And so that 1 damage is going to do 200 more damage. I'm going to kill that boss that much faster. So you got to try to go for those little stats, even if it's tiny, you know, even if it's a tiny little stat, it's good. I think nobody disagrees with that. So I don't know why I'm like harking on that so hard, but I don't know. Yeah, guys, don't make fun of people for forgetting to touch things or forgetting to do things, because it happens. Listen, it really happens. Especially when you're doing something like this, which is like very commentary based. I'm gonna forget to forget to pick stuff up and forget to do stuff so many times. I get comments all the time like, "Oh man, it killed me whenever he forgot to do this," or like whenever this happened. Listen, I'm on autopilot a lot of the time, and it's not really possible to not be on autopilot. Like, it just happens. You know what? This is not the worst boss ever. I'm kind of glad because we're not gonna lose health because of this. No, but we're not going to lose health because of this. We're not going to have to trade away red heart health, which I am more than fine with. Please. Okay, I was hoping that was going to be a lump of coal, but sadly it wasn't. I'm going to touch this just to touch it, and then we'll move forwards. I could go the Isaac route and end this run really early. That's what I'm going to do. You know, honestly, I know it's lame to do this, but this is just a weird run. We're already at the 40-minute mark. I know you guys might find this lame, but my throat just isn't feeling that good. And so I'm just going to take it easy. Easy runs are fine. They're completely fine. You can sometimes take it easy and not go too crazy. We're not doing completion marks right now. We don't have to go anywhere crazy. I know we could get more fun items later on for me to clickbait better. I think this is good. So this is what we're going to do. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like lots of people have a lot to say. There's a lot of people who I feel like don't know what they're talking about, who will just say things that come to their mind. And lots of people don't realize how they come across. Like, whether they're saying just a random like statement that they don't mean to be rude. Keelan was mentioning this yesterday. Somebody's like, dang, 0 interactions with this post. Like, never state the obvious. Never state the obvious whenever you're ever like interacting with somebody. And that's crazy. 15 cents? Wild. But like, if somebody has like, if you go into a chat and somebody has 5 viewers and you're like, wow, you only have 5 viewers, don't say that. Like, there's no need to say that. Never mention numbers, because it's one of those things that, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just like, it's like how you never talk to somebody about like how much money they make. It's just not like, it's the courteous thing to do is, or like the appropriate thing to do is like just not ask, not mention that. And so lots of time people just say statements that they don't mean to be rude, but it's like completely demoralizing. And I completely like understand like whenever Keelan says that or anything, like I feel that too sometimes. People are like, dang, this video only got 1,000 views. Like, this is cool. Oh, you only, I mean, when people say you only have this many subs, you get a lot more. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. I can't control how many subs I get. And so my subs are a very like stationary thing. So that's fine. But like something like the very volatile numbers, like how many views I get on a video, like how many people like comment, like any of that, that's kind of like weird stuff to talk about. But another thing is like people just giving, like talking about how somebody's doing YouTube and like how somebody is creating their content. That's the thing about YouTube, is it's so individual. Like every individual person who makes content on YouTube does their own thing. They have their own unique style. They do their own thing. And so, they put a lot of work into it. So when somebody comes along and watches a 10-minute video and takes 3 seconds to type a rude comment or something that's like very like critical about it, it's like, I don't think you realize that I'm not doing like, like whenever I edit a video for an entire week and take like multiple weeks to do a video, I'm not like profiting exactly on my time on that. Like my Ultimate Guide to Binding of Isaac, I've probably gotten, I would say probably $2 for every hour I worked on it, which $2 an hour, that's kind of sick. But like, it's not like I'm making crazy cash money off of this. Like whenever I put lots of like my heart and soul into it, I'm doing it because I want to do the video. And so somebody criticizing it, it's just, I don't know, it is demoralizing. It's like, I'm doing this because I like doing this stuff. I like making this type of content, but some people are just very critical. It's rude. I'm not trying to complain right now. This is just a lesson on courtesy. It's just, be nice to the people who make content, because like, especially people our size, like anybody who has like less than 100,000 subscribers, it's not like we're making mad money. We're doing this because we like to do it. Like we're really just not. I mean, we do make some money. That's kind of how YouTube works, but it's nothing big. It's not like most of the time we're not even making enough, like the same amount of money we'd be making like working a full-time job, a full-time like minimum wage job. Which is how it is today, especially in the new minimum wage jobs. Dang, those things go crazy. But even like an old minimum wage job, we don't always make that much. Like it's just such a volatile scene. Like not volatile in like a toxic way. It's just like we see every single number change. We see every single view on a video. We're constantly checking our own analytics to see how a video is doing. So like we release a video and 4 hours later we see exactly how many views it has, and we can see exactly how it ranks on our last 10 videos. Let me tell you, the last 10 video ranking system is, I think, a great system that YouTube does. But whenever you get that this is performing the 10th worst out of the last 10 videos, that right there hits you right there in a sensitive spot. Like that's rough to see. It's like that. It's very demoralizing, especially whenever it's like something you worked hard on. Like, I don't really care if, like, one of my eating streaks is, like, the 10th worst views. It usually doesn't. My eating streaks usually get decent views, but when my eating streak's, like, the 10th worst views, I'm like, that's fine. This right here is just, like, kind of my way to, like, have a more relaxed gameplay with Isaac, and just, it's not the highest quality content because it's just an unedited hour-long video, and some people don't like that. But whenever, like, I have a video that I'm like, I really like this video, or I have a clip that I'm like, this is actually a really good clip, I think it's going to do well. When a clip like that does really badly, and sometimes when a clip like that I think is going to do well is the 10th worst video in my last 10 videos, that right there, it's rough. But anyways, this right here is going to be the end of the run. I forgot that we ended this early. I think this is the only time I've ended early on this Eden Streak, and I think this is the second time I've ever ended early on any of the Eden Streak games I've played. Maybe the third time. I don't know, but I don't usually end early. I just hear my parents upstairs. My grandma's leaving soon. you know, I don't feel the best, so I'm just gonna first playing the game. And sorry that sometimes I might go on like weird rants that sound like I'm complaining a lot. I don't ever mean to complain. I don't want to be somebody who complains, but that right there is our 30th win in a row. Kind of a lame 30th win, but it was kind of a lame run. We didn't get anything super exciting, so I'm okay to end it there. And we already at the 45-minute mark, which is pretty long. Usually, I mean, if it's a really good run, I usually can go to like an hour to hour 15. But if it's not a good run, I think this is a good amount of time. So if you guys did enjoy that video, please like, comment, subscribe. Sorry when I go a little off topic, and sometimes I don't focus on the game as much, but there wasn't really anything to comment, like do any commentary on the game. It's kind of just lame. Lame game sometimes. And it happens. But yeah, that right there is going to be the episode. So if you guys liked it, do all what I said before. And as always, guys, it's been Priets. Peace out. Bye.